the victim set up a meeting to sell some puppies. As he left his home on James Madison Drive, two men then approached him with guns and demanded the dogs.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of OTW. Today we kind of got a sad story out of Minnesota. Let's check it out. Come right back.
Leah, these are the concierge apartments, and there are multiple buildings within this complex here, but police say this 22-year-old woman was found shot in the 7710 building right here. Now, Tuesday morning, Richfield officers showed up here for a welfare check. Someone called saying their daughter didn't show up for work. When police arrived on scene, they found a woman dead, and they say she was shot and added, quote, officers observed signs of a struggle. The Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office identifying the victim as Kaylee Harseth. I called Richfield Police and stopped by the police department to learn more about what may have led up to the shooting and if they have anybody in particular that they're looking for, but no one was available to answer my question. So the latest information that we have from police is that they are still looking for someone who shot and killed this 22-year-old woman. If you know anything, contact police. Live in Richfield, Brett Hoffland, 5 Eyewitness News.
RIP to the young lady. I did want to take this time to kind of talk to mostly my fellas. It could be women too, but usually you don't see women act out like this after getting rejected. But for anybody that's been rejected, you know, it sucks. It could be embarrassing. But at the end of the day, you just got to take the L and keep it moving. There was something said from a popular YouTube channel, RDC World, where he talks about taking losses. And he says, typically when we don't take that initial loss and we just keep trying to fight it and keep it going, things end up worse for us. To me, this is an example of that. You know, as I mentioned, it's embarrassing getting rejected, but you know, there's nothing you're gonna change hearing her excuses for it, or her reasonings rather, of why she don't want to be with you. And especially to be called, you know, nothing more than a friend. You know, I don't think any guy, that kind of makes it worse when you're being friend zoned and they only see you in that box. But hey man, you just gotta take it and just keep it moving if you weren't feeling her. You took a moment that was embarrassing. It probably would have been, you know, egg on your face for a little bit. And now you're looking at doing prison time. You gotta deal with the gang politics. You gonna have to deal, you know, with that whole DL culture in the prison system for the rest of your life. You know, if you're lucky, you'll have a couple days outside, but again, why would you want to put yourself through that off of, you know, 2-3 minutes of being embarrassed? So all my guys, just take your L and just keep it moving. Like, you look player, just kind of, you know, leaving, man. Don't go back and forth for nobody that don't want you.
Two men are in the Madison County Jail accused of stealing puppies at gunpoint and then pepper spraying the victim. Huntsville police tell us the victim set up a meeting to sell some puppies. As he left his home on James Madison Drive, two men then approached him with guns and demanded the dogs. The man complied, but then was pepper sprayed as the suspects ran off. Police later caught up to Jaquez Williams and Alan Lewis, who you see here on your screen, and charged them with the crime. More arrests may be coming. The puppies were recovered and returned to the original owner.
This is going to be a little off topic, but kind of related to the story, so just stick with me. During my freshman year of college, social media really started to bloom. So, you know, you have Facebook and everything. But one of the things that kind of came with that was the dating apps. You know, for someone that didn't have a lot of money, had to study a lot, and didn't want to play the nightlife games of buying VIP or whatever, that's kind of where these apps came like to be a really good benefit, especially for an introvert. But even something as simple as dating apps, you started hearing stories about women setting up guys to be robbed, you know, people ending up unalive from meeting with somebody off of a dating app. Somehow evil or bad just kind of finds its way into every situation, which is kind of crazy with this situation. This is a guy working as a breeder, you know, however you feel about it. But it's legal. You know, he's trying to make money being a breeder. And then you have people just kind of ambushing you at your doorstep, robbing you for your puppies at gunpoint. Now, granted, it didn't work out. You know, they were caught like an hour later in the same vehicle somehow. And then you would imagine the person that they were texting, the breeder was texting to go meet, they're probably going to end up being looped into this just because, like, how would they know all this information? But that's the thing people got to keep in mind. Like, criminals aren't the most intelligent people. So something that seems logically, that wouldn't work, or like, all right, even if you were somehow to get these dogs, it's a long-term play, but you would imagine like somehow the guy would have found his dogs, hopefully. I guess that's my faith in the criminal justice system. But yeah, you gotta stay safe out here with anything you do. And then on top of it, be pepper sprayed for no reason. Like, after they had the puppies, just say, let me just pepper spray the guy just for the hell of it. But what did you guys think about today's stories? Be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.